Europe's united front against Russia is showing fresh cracks. At the EU's Foreign Affairs Council in Brussels, ministers once again failed to agree on the bloc's 21st sanctions package against Moscow. While leaders insisted support for Ukraine remains unwavering, several member states openly expressed frustration that months of negotiations have yet to produce a breakthrough. The divisions are no longer over backing Kyiv, but over how far Europe is prepared to go in punishing Russia.
Today we are hoping for that we get 250 listings agreed, and then we are also working for the 21st sanctions package where we don't have agreement yet.
Lithuania delivered the strongest criticism of the deadlock, arguing that Europe's economic interests are beginning to outweigh its security priorities. Vilnius said key proposals targeting Russia's energy sector remain blocked, and warned that weakening the sanctions package would send the wrong signal while Ukraine continues to face Russian attacks.
We cannot put in front economic interest above the security interest.
Latvia also rejected any suggestion of easing pressure on Moscow. Riga said it is pushing for the sanctions package to be adopted as quickly as possible, and made clear it will oppose any attempt by member states to dilute or lift existing restrictions on Russia.
We hope that agreement will come maybe today, maybe tomorrow, in the upcoming days definitely. But for us, the easing of sanctions is not acceptable. And Latvia will not support the proposals from some of the member states to get a lift of some of the sanctions. It's not acceptable for us.
Belgium echoed those concerns, insisting sanctions are having a real impact on Russia, despite doubts expressed by some governments. Brussels called on the European Commission to find a way to address the concerns of hesitant member states and finally secure agreement on the long-delayed package.
It is essential to maintain a high degree of pressure to be able, indeed, to change the course of things in the attitude of Russia. We see that these successive sanctions bear their fruit, have an impact, contrary to what can sometimes be thought of.
Despite the deadlock over the broader sanctions package, the European Union is still expected to approve its largest ever sanctions listing. EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas said around 250 individuals and entities linked to Russia are expected to be added to the sanctions list, describing it as a direct response to Russia's recent attacks on civilians.
Today we are hoping for that we get 250 listings agreed. This is the biggest number of listings we have done so far. It's also a reaction to the attacks that Russia has had on the civilians recently.
The meeting ended without a breakthrough on the 21st sanctions package, exposing the growing challenge of maintaining consensus among all 27 member states. While every government reaffirmed its support for Ukraine, today's debate showed the European Union is increasingly divided over how much additional economic pressure it is willing to place on Russia and how quickly it is prepared to act.